Bro, you ever get paid on Friday, check your bank app on Sunday, and the balance already looks like it got jumped? Rent gone, groceries gone, gas gone. And you're just staring at the screen like, nah, this has to be a glitch. Now listen, the US government just made a move with marijuana that shifts billions of dollars, and nobody is explaining what this actually means for money. Yo, real quick, smash subscribe right now so you never miss these money breakdowns, because if you don't, the banks win. All right, let's go. What's good? Welcome back to Mark Finance and Reports. I'm a financial expert, and my job is to explain money so normal people don't keep getting cooked. Trump just signed an order moving marijuana from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. This is not a weed story. This is a money story. Major tax relief. The IRS was cooking weed businesses. Okay, hold up. This part right here is insane. There's a tax rule called IRS Section 280E, and it basically said, oh, you sell marijuana? Cool, you don't get to deduct normal business expenses. Yeah, that was real. So weed companies had to pay taxes on money they never actually kept. Some of them were paying 60%, 70%, 80% tax rates. That's not a tax system, that's financial abuse. What changes now? Marijuana moves to Schedule 3, and that kills Section 280E. Now these businesses can deduct rent, payroll, utilities, marketing, insurance, normal stuff. That drops taxes closer to 21%. Accountants are celebrating. The IRS is quietly mad. This alone frees up billions of dollars. Improved access to banking. This part makes people mad. This part actually makes me mad. For years, legal weed businesses couldn't use banks. Banks were like, yeah, federally, that's risky. We're good. So businesses had to run on cash, use sketchy lenders, pay insane interest rates. Bro, that's not entrepreneurship, that's survival mode. Running millions of dollars in cash is how you end up on a Netflix documentary. What changes now? Schedule 3 lowers the federal risk, so now more banks open accounts, loans become possible, interest rates start coming down. Is it perfect? No. Sarcastic, big banks are still watching like, let's see how this plays out. But the door is open. Stock market and investor reactions. Emotional chaos. This part is actually hilarious. Before the order was signed, cannabis stocks were flying. Some jumped 40 to 50%. People were yelling, legalization confirmed, we're rich, retirement secured. Then Trump signs the order and stocks drop, down 3 to 12% the same day. Why? Because Wall Street wanted everything. They wanted legalization, banking laws, interstate sales. What they got was, we're speeding up the process. Good move, not exciting. Markets sold the news. Long term, this is still positive. Profits improve immediately. Balance sheets clean up. Big investors stop panicking. This isn't hype money. This is foundation money. Broader economic effects. The ripple. Zoom out. When an entire industry stops getting crushed by taxes, more jobs, more stability, fewer shutdowns. And here's the sleeper nobody talks about. Pharmaceutical companies. Once research becomes easier, big pharma shows up like, that looks profitable. That brings money, research, and legitimacy, but also competition. Some companies win, some get squeezed. That's business. Will prices drop? Eventually, maybe. But don't expect miracles tomorrow. Savings move slow in America. What does not change? Recreational marijuana is still illegal federally. Interstate commerce is still blocked. States still control everything. This is not legalization. This is a financial pressure release. What this means for you. Here's what actually matters. First, taxes control everything. Lower taxes means stronger companies and more jobs. Second, banking equals safety. Cash-only businesses create chaos. Third, this is the setup, not the finale. Smart money watches before the hype hits Twitter. Disclaimer. I'm not your financial advisor. Do your own research. Alright, I'm actually out of breath. Drop a like if this helped you. Subscribe or the banks win. This is Mark Finance and Reports. See you in the next one. Let's go.